So you feed your cat wet food. Right off the bat, you're already doing a great thing for them, seriously. Good on you for focusing on hydration and protein. But what if I told you that that very healthy choice could be hiding a sneaky little mistake? One that's quietly causing your cat to pack on the pounds. Let's get into it.
You know, it's a trap so many of us fall into. We buy the good stuff, the food we think is best. But here's the twist. The problem isn't usually the food itself. It's all about how we're serving it.
And this is a huge, huge deal. According to the Association for Pet Obesity Prevention, nearly 60% of cats are considered overweight or obese. Just think about that. It's not a cosmetic issue, it's a genuine health crisis. But the good news? The really good news is that with just a few small tweaks, you can make sure your cat stays on the healthy side of that number.
Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to dive into what I call the calorie trap. Then, we'll tackle the dry food double up. After that, I'm going to show you the one simple check you can do at home to monitor your cat's health. And to wrap it all up, we'll put together a new feeding plan you can literally start tonight.
All right, let's jump into the single biggest mistake I see. And honestly, almost everyone does it at some point. We assume that 1 can of food equals 1 meal. I mean, it makes sense, right? You pop the top, you scoop it out. Simple. But that simple assumption is exactly where the trouble begins.
Just look at this chart. It's kind of wild when you see it laid out. For the exact same 10-pound cat, you'd need almost 3 cans of Tiki Cat. But if you switch to Friskies, you'd only need a little over 1 can. Now imagine you didn't check the calories and just kept feeding 2 cans a day. You could accidentally be giving your cat almost double what they need. So here's the main takeaway. A can is not a can. It's not a standard measurement.
The only way to get this right is to completely ignore the can count and focus on just one number, the total daily calories. This is all about something called caloric density. See, wet food has a ton of water, which is great, but it means that calories can be all over the place from brand to brand. So the new rule is this: stop counting cans, start counting calories. It's usually printed right on the label as kilocal per can.
So what's the fix? Well, here's a great starting point. Most healthy indoor cats need about 20 to 25 calories for every pound of their ideal body weight. And that's the key word, ideal, not what they weigh now. So if a healthy weight for your cat is 10 pounds, you're aiming for somewhere between 200 and 250 calories per day. That number, that is your new North Star for feeding.
Okay, now that we've got the whole calorie thing figured out, let's talk about mistake number 2. I call this one the dry food double up. This is for all of you out there who feed a mix of wet and dry. You're trying to give your cat the best of both worlds, which is awesome, but it's super easy to accidentally create a calorie catastrophe.
We've all done this. You pour a scoop of kibble, thinking, okay, that's the main meal. Then you think, oh, I'll add a spoonful of wet food on top as a little treat. But what you've actually just done is serve a meal and then put another meal right on top of it. The fix is to just remember that North Star, your total daily calorie goal. Both the kibble and the wet food have to fit inside that daily budget together.
Okay, so we know the calorie traps, but how do you know if your cat is at a healthy weight right now? I mean, really know. Throwing them on a scale only gives you a number. What we really need is a simple, hands-on tool that vets use all the time.
A number on a scale can be so misleading. A cat could be losing muscle but gaining fat and weigh the same. What really tells the story is their body condition score, or BCS. This isn't about pounds. It's a hands-on way to feel for their body fat and check their shape. It's what the pros use, and it's way more accurate.
So what are we looking for? Well, the goal is a 5 on a 9-point scale. If your cat is chilling nearby, try this with me. Gently run your hands along their sides. You should be able to feel their ribs pretty easily, kind of like feeling the knuckles on the back of your hand. You don't want to see them, but you should feel them. Now look down at your cat from above. Can you see a little indentation like a waist, an hourglass shape? And from the side, their tummy should tuck up. That's the look we're going for.
We've gone through the traps and we know the big takeaway, right? It's all about calories, not cans. So now let's pull all this information together into a super simple 4-step plan you can put into action today.
Here it is, your new feeding playbook. 1. Figure out your cat's North Star, that daily calorie target. 2. Measure everything, and I mean everything. The wet food, the dry food, even the treats. They all count. 3. If you're free feeding now, try switching to scheduled meals. It puts you in total control. And 4. Do that hands-on body check every week. Think of it as your feedback loop. It'll tell you if your plan is working. At the end of the day, keeping your cat healthy isn't about some crazy complicated formula.
It's just about being a little more mindful. It's about counting calories, not cans. So what's one simple change you can make today, for real? Maybe it's just flipping over the can of food tonight and actually looking for that calorie number. That one tiny action could be the start of a much longer, healthier life for your best friend. Thanks so much for watching, and if you found this helpful, subscribe for more tips to help your cat thrive.